Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
Right into it. Anybody need to take some think?
Are you saying you need to pee?
No, just asking. Anybody need to take care of business? We're ready to go in?
I thought we were going already.
Yeah, we are. I am recording.
We're already recording?
Yeah, I'm already recording.
That was the okay, because I wasn't sure if that was the ending of it. But
I was me
thinking we're nerdities. We're good at what we do. I am Mike.
I am Justin.
I am Kyle.
I'm Ben. And I'm Joe.
All right. Following up strong from our last show, we're in the groove. We're in the spot. Justin told us that former intern for life Kelly hit a new low, and I want to know what that low is.
Oh, man. Okay.
I want to know.
I'm going to bring up the whole fucking text exchange, because it's exquisite. Okay, where are we? We talked about
Is it like one of the several years she forgot your birthday?
I mean, different scenario, I guess?
Isn't that most? Like most years it does?
Yeah, usually. I mean, will it top the year that she called me on my birthday, started an argument with me, and then after... then after realizing that she had argued with me for 10 minutes, she realized it was my birthday. And then I hung up on her.
Well, you tell us. Does it beat that?
I mean, it's different levels.
How far back does this go?
Sorry, my bad. I'm trying to find it. Apparently, we've talked a lot since this incident.
In the meantime, I was on my roof today, and it was scary as hell.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe. Do your thing.
It's like one story.
That was it. I was on my roof, and it was scary as hell.
But
think about how much higher up in the air that is than Joe's used to being.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, what happened,
and it was
Joe?
windy.
Okay, I'll give you that. That would be off-putting.
Yeah.
Just walking into Walmart today, it dropped like 10 degrees because of the wind, and I was a little bit annoyed.
Mm-hmm. But I did it. And I looked down, I said to Beth, I'm like, please hold the ladder. I looked down, and she's really far away from the ladder taking a picture of me.
That's love. Don't worry, Joe. You absolutely won't have any nightmares tonight about it. That's not going to happen.
That's almost as bad as the time I went into the attic above my parents' garage, and my dad was supposed to be holding the ladder, and instead he tried to move something to get the ladder more centered under me when I was trying to come back down on it, and ended up hitting the ladder and knocking it to the side as I was trying to stand on it.
Oh my god.
Fuck that.
Were you already on it, or like as you were about to put your foot?
Oh, no. Like, I was coming down, so in order to do it, I basically had to do a dip from the attic, because there wasn't, like, a place to sit. It was unfinished up there. So I had to, like, hold the rafters and, like, do a dip to get my feet down onto the ladder. And, like, mid-dip, the ladder tipped over. So I was basically, like, holding myself in a dip while my dad got the ladder back situated underneath me.
Cursing.
Oh god.
Cursing.
Yeah, I was very panicked.
Right,
Thankfully, that only happened once.
It's on the conversation.
Okay, we stalled long enough.
Okay.
Yeah. She texts me, Justin, does golden melon have fructose?
What?
I waited a few minutes for the haha, but it never came. So I said, all fruit has fructose? ... Like fructose means fruit or plant-based sugar. She goes, what about strawberries? Is that included? My client has a fructose intolerance. I'm trying to help.
You had just said all fruit.
Yeah.
Just type those words and she could read them as she's typing what she's typing in.
Yeah, so then I Googled for her the meaning of fructose and sent it to her. And then so we FaceTimed later that evening, all of us, and James is making fun of her. of all people. And she's like, listen, I'm just trying to help my clients. I'm like, but like, she's got a fructose allergy, so like she can't eat fruit and like a good majority of vegetables. Because there's still fructose in vegetables.
Isn't Kelly like a dietitian?
She had to go through these classes. And then she's like, well, she says she eats bananas. And I said, hold on. What now? And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, but she's got an allergy? Yes. No, she doesn't. Yeah, she said her doctor. Oh, no. No, Cal. She can't eat bananas if she has an allergy to fructose.
No. Bananas are pretty high in fructose.
Pretty fucking high.
Yeah.
One of the highest fruits in
Yeah,
fructose.
bananas are very sweet.
Yeah, super sweet. Yeah. My sister, who has a college degree in physical therapy and health-related sciences.
What?
Is it that can put together?
Is it possible that the woman has an allergy to what would be like a fructose concentrate, like high fructose corn syrup, and something just got lost in translation?
Potentially. However, I said, are you sure it's not an intolerance?
That makes more sense. Like, if you don't, it upsets your stomach a bit when you eat.
That's
that thing,
when
you shouldn't eat a lot.
I got the classic Kelly. That's what it is. To which I said, good evening.
Samsonite.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Like, if I were to have that back and forth, I wouldn't feel bad about myself because I barely got out of high school due to laziness. I'm actually a very smart person, but I didn't put much into learning stuff like this. I was good at science, but I didn't focus on the sciences. Thousands upon thousands of dollars were spent to school her on this specific thing.
Yes.
Are things for physical therapy? Her degrees for physical therapy?
She's got a degree in health sciences.
I can only speak from my perspective, but I don't think they talk about diet too much. It's like maybe one class. They kick it around and they're very food pyramid oriented, which is bullshit.
Stop it. Stop it with your fucking propaganda against the food pyramid. I understand.
Propaganda.
I
The
understand.
food pyramid was poorly put together.
It's bad. But they've stepped away from the food pyramid a long fucking time ago. Like
Who's they?
They stopped the government itself has walked away.
Let's talk about they.
They've
Justin.
walked away from the food pyramid a long time
They
ago.
use thermite to blow up the food pyramid. I know.
That, you know what? That should
That's good.
be a weekend question, right? If we were allowed to eat whatever we wanted to eat, and the side effects on our bodies wouldn't, like, there would be none, right? How would we construct our own personal food pyramid?
I had ice cream for dinner last night.
Right. I'm pretty confident the baseline of Justin's food pyramid would be ice cream.
So here's the thing. It's funny you say that. I've worked myself into such an eating disorder that like I can't eat things I want to anymore without being like that's unnecessarily unhealthy. So like I have like this mental argument with myself every time I go to choose something to eat. Like, you'll notice when we order pizza, I don't ever eat any of the meat pizzas we get. I always order something with a shit ton of vegetables because I'm like, well, the fiber from most of the vegetables is going to help cancel out most of the bad shit from the cheese. Like it's very, it's bad.
Question.
Talk bad about cheese.
I love.
Do you ever pull a D'Angelo Vickers and get in the face of a pastry or cake and yell no at it?
No.
Me neither.
Do you ever White Goodman? Do you ever shove a piece of pizza down your pants?
No, don't.
Put nipple clips on with a donut?
But listen, nipple clips happen, but like not with a donut.
Well, the donut was there, but it wasn't in your mouth.
Now, there's better pastries to fuck than a donut.
Apple pie.
Warm apple pie.
Cruller?
That's
You ever
weird.
deep dick a cruller?
Like you need something cylindrical. You know, you can't
Ever
fucking,
back a bear claw?
What about a devil dog?
yeah,
Yodel?
you could fuck a yodel. But like the whole fucking pie thing was stupid. He's rubbing up against the fucking pie pan.
Yeah.
Maybe you give him too much credit.
Well-
He was only like an inch deep.
Oh, he's got a micro penis.
Micro penis.
Are you
That's what I was
talking
going to say.
the rated or unrated version?
Either way, it doesn't
Different
matter.
pie scenes.
Doesn't matter. Like you're fucking a flat surface. Nope, you're not gonna
No.
It's so weird.
like.
It does. Well, yeah, the way he was doing
Yeah.
it, kind of like forced. Yeah,
Right.
You could use it like where you kind of.
If you took the pie out of the pan and maybe started a slit on the side and then fucked the pie horizontally, sure. That's why like a McDonald's pie is better to fuck than a regular pie.
If you could fit all the way into a McDonald's pie without breaking it, I feel bad for you.
Just think, they made like 7 or 8 of those movies.
Yeah.
Or
Why do you
a full on
take the
apple
pie to the
strudel.
world? Strudel.
Full on strudel.
That's the best question, Vinny. Why the hell was he fucking that pie in the kitchen?
Yeah, why would you fuck the pie in the kitchen?
Actually, I can't tell you why. You're young. You're very horny. You just stuck your fingers in a pie. Your friend just told you that's what pussy feels like, and you just go, here's the next 30 seconds of my life. Your dad walks in and second 29.
Saying he was young, dumb, and full of complicated emotions.
Yeah. Risque masturbation is a part of a teenager's,
But like, you could fuck
journey. Thank you, babe.
eclairs.
Cannoli.
It depends, because cannolis, you're probably gonna break a fucking cannoli.
And the frosting's a bit stiff, especially if it's sitting out.
Yeah.
Well, it's mascarpone, so yeah, it's a thicker.
It's thicker.
Mascarpone.
Yeah.
That might be a show name.
Okay, write that down. I'm convinced he wanted his dad to catch him.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe that's what he got off on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never saw any of the direct-to-video ones, but I heard that Eugene Levy is in all of them.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they shoehorned him in there somehow.
Yeah.
He had nothing to do with him, but he was still there.
Let's see what else. I'm trying to think of other fuckable pastries, man.
We're just tangenting that.
Rice Krispie treat.
No, you're definitely not fucking a Rice
No.
Krispie treat, bro. Absolutely not.
Cronut?
Jello pudding pops.
That's cold. That's cold though.
No.
I don't mind like room temperature's fine, but like, you don't want to fuck an icicle.
Oh. I want frost on that.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
A lemon meringue pie would have gave him a little more room. Go pretty high.
Yeah, like a coconut
on the
cream.
rim. Ooh, a coconut cream, yeah.
Is chocolate pie like doing anal?
I mean, it depends. Depends
We
on
are highbrow.
the situation.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecakes are that's a little tough.
Well, it depends. If you
it's
got
the-
their Philly cheese, your Philly cheesecake is a little more frothy.
If you're gonna fuck a cheesecake, I'd say a Japanese cheesecake. They are jiggly. They're more in line with like an angel food cake, like fluffiness consistency.
Flan?
Flan, you can fuck flan. If you break through the sugar on top, a creme brulee.
Oh, God.
Pudding. Mousse.
There's always room in Jello.
Yeah. It's in Jello, yes.
I'm giving you so many options today.
Definitely don't want to fuck any cookies.
No.
They've been sitting out for a little while, although the tub of cookie dough.
Ooh, bread pudding?
Maybe. No, too rough. On top, at least. Troll horns. If you want
Rice pudding.
Oh, yeah, you can fuck some rice. Or tapioca.
Or you can just cut out the whole middle. Just drill a hole in fruit and put it in the microwave.
This has been done. Like, I've literally seen people do this, not in person, but the internet's an amazing.
We're trying to keep it to dessert foods.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Might have exhausted it.
Mm-hmm.
Gelato. Again, it's cold.
It's really cold.
Yeah.
S'mores. S'mores is just too messy.
No, nothing with marshmallow.
And then, like, if you could try to fuck Cool Whip, but then it's like, it's kind of just like fucking in the air.
Cool Whip.
Oh, those long twist donuts. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Napoleons.
Crawlers?
Want to say that again?
Yeah.
Good night, Uncle.
Good night, Al.
Oh, hi, Emery. Good night.
Get out of here. Trying to give me a wet willy.
Do it. Do it. Get him.
You could have left. Don't try to give me a wet willy.
Go to bed.
How much was she there for that conversation?
Definitely don't do the creme brulee if it just got torched.
Oh, God, no.
Because the burnt sugar is going to stick.
Oh.
To your stick?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Brownies if they're warm. Because if they sit, they'll get too hard.
Yeah, batter, though. Brownie batter.
Oh, yeah, brownie batter is great.
You could whip that up so good. Chocolate mousse. Oh, chocolate mousse must be incredible. Must be like the first time again.
Feels just like the first time.
I think chocolate mousse, it'd be like holding Natalie Portman. That kind of the joyous, beautiful cuteness.
Bananas Foster.
Banana.
I want to be the only banana in any situation.
Yeah. I mean, they're slices, usually. But texturally, I mean, they're kind of melty. They probably feel pretty good. Welcome to Nerdities.
We really went down the rabbit hole. Carrot cake.
Oh, yeah, carrot cake. That's moist.
Mm-hmm.
Bunt cake.
Devil's food?
Angel's food. Ooh.
Anal's,
and they usually have a hole in them.
Anal's food cake.
Reach, but okay.
This has been the best hour so far, hour and a half I've had my entire life for the last 2 weeks, or at least since the last show. Ashley threw out her back really bad and has not been able to do shit. So I've been, with the 2 weeks that I have remaining before I start my training, trying to get every project in the house done while also taking care of our almost 3-year-old. And I've had at least 5 fucking mental breakdowns in the last 6 days.
Oh, jeez.
It's a lot to handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That alone is a lot to handle.
Yeah. My dad needed me to do something for him, which I'll talk about after the show. And when he asked me, I was like, all right, cool, but give me most of the week. I got this, things are crazy. So he a day later is did you do the thing? And I called my sister and I'm like, look, if Ashley was able to take care of Zach in the mental fucking capacity that I'm in right now, I'm a second away from getting in the car, driving myself to the hospital, and having myself committed for fucking 72 hours. Like, it got that fucking bad.
That's stressful.
So she actually, the last 2 days, she's come over in between her jobs to, like, take care of Zach for, like, an hour at a time so that I can get things accomplished. I can't stress enough how much I love and respect my fucking wife after having to do the shit I normally do, the shit she normally does, and constantly taking care of Zach. We didn't even have James this weekend. He had strep throat. So I have had zero help. And fuck. So I'm appreciating every joke, even the bad ones. Even Vinny's jokes have made me feel better.
I've been wondering every once in a while if you guys are thinking of having another kid. Does this, like, answer that?
Well, it's funny you bring that up because we thought we were going to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So it's happened.
There's an incident.
Someone forgot what the rhythm method was all about?
So Ashley has been on the pill. And due to, for some reason, like every couple months, the doctor that prescribes said pill is like, you have to come in. Like, we all know what it's for. Like, just continue the thing. You'd still make the fucking appointment. But so there was like an almost 2-week gap.
Ooh.
And during that 2-week gap, the normal stuff happens. And, like, someone was like, we shouldn't do the thing we normally do. And someone else was like, it's fine. And then the person was like, yeah, I don't know. And the other person was like, fucking do it. All right.
Were you the voice of reason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that ended up with when she went to the appointment, she was like, oh, this happened, but, like, that should be fine. And the doctor was like, no, it shouldn't be fine.
Dun, dun.
Was she the white rabbit and she was almost late for a very important date?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But it's fine. Everything's normal. We're good.
It's fine.
Yeah, isn't it like the standard though, when like, because it kind of messes up your hormonal clock and shit like that, like it kind of takes some time?
Yeah, it can, but it's
We're Gucci. Okay, well we could segue into one of my awesome jokes. Justin, do you like steampunk?
I do.
Well, that's funny you say that because I heard it's the healthiest way to have your punk.
Ah.
Waka, waka, waka. Who wants to hear a funny fucking joke?
That's Norm MacDonald. Thank you.
R.I.P.
Did anyone else see, with the passing of a certain multiple murderer, Norm MacDonald's jokes about him blew up? I watched a 30-minute supercut of his Weekend Update jokes.
Did he get fired for that from SNL?
We're not sure.
I don't know. Whoever wrote those jokes were on, and his delivery of them were just great.
He was behind most of them. He did pretty much all of his Weekend Update jokes were his. At the beginning of the supercut that I watched, there was a couple of interviews with a handful of people on there, like what's his face? That was Al Franken. A handful of people who were around then, and like Lauren and one of the executives. And the executives was like, "This is a really tough situation for me because I was friends with OJ for years. Like, I guess he was producing for NFL on NBC and stuff. He's like, he was a good friend of mine, but I told Lauren, don't hold back." So
until you said that, I wasn't even sure you were talking about OJ because I thought you were talking about someone who did it.
It's funny. Naked Gun 1, 2, and 3 are on Max, and I totally found myself watching the first one. it's still funny, but every time he's on the screen, I'm like, fuck, he was one of my favorite characters in that movie, and then it's like, now it's tainted.
Think about it.
Like, tainted.
The last one came out. I'll have to check out the time, but it's like the last one came out, he left the premiere and killed his wife and her
Yes.
Like, it was so fucking close. I like now we could say that, and not like he was going to sue us, but like we have no concerns anymore. You can just be like, yeah, the man murdered 2 people.
Did you ever see the theory that his son did it and he like discovered it?
Or
I heard something.
He like just took the fall, kind of.
Or he paid somebody to do it.
Some shit like that.
Did you see the footage from the interview that he gave that was supposed to come out at the exact same time as the If I Did It book?
No.
He hypothesizes how it went down. He basically tells what happened. And goes, like, I confronted her. This guy I don't know tried to do some kung fu stuff. I kind of blacked out, and when I woke up, there was stuff everywhere. And the interviewer goes, stuff like what? Blood.
What?
So the fucking guy admitted it, essentially.
There was like another question in there that was like so incriminating. I don't know what it was, but they asked him a question, and it was like he answered it like specific to like someone being there. And they're like, huh.
Is the footage out there?
Yeah.
Like, the biggest thing with that is, if he didn't do it, why did he run? Why did he do the slowest police chase in history?
Listen, I will say this. He is a man of color.
But he was also a celebrity.
Doesn't fucking matter, dude.
I watched, where I saw that footage of him saying that, they broke down, let's not forget about that time period. That was a year after Rodney King. There was, California was a fucking powder keg still.
Yeah, dude.
So that led a lot of the jurors into distrusting the LAPD.
Right.
They fucked up hard.
Yeah.
They fucked up so bad that someone who was obviously a murderer got away with it.
Yeah. I'm not saying that he was innocent at all.
No.
But I'm saying if that was you in the situation, you didn't do it, it's in your home, and you're a man of color in that area, I would have fucking hightailed it the fuck out of there too.
Did you know he was about to turn himself in? His lawyers were at the house with Al Cowling, and they were going to drive him to the police station to turn him in. And he took a gun, put it to his head, and had his friend drive him at 25 miles an hour.
Did you know that fucking Kurt Russell was outside the house?
Really?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
Were they neighbors?
No.
What was he doing there?
Seriously.
Did
he make a movie? Did he make a movie with Goldie or something?
Was he with Kato Kalin or something like that? 'Cause Kato was an actor.
The kids were on a fucking show, and they told this story of how...
Was he banging his wife? And he's like, good thing I just got out of there.
It was going down, and he just was like, I gotta go over there. And he gets in the fucking car, and he just goes over there.
Police tape, and they go, oh, hey, Kurt Russell. Hey, what's up?
Excuse me, Snake Plissken, Jack Burton. I'm here to solve the problem.
Good thing you're here. We need your expertise. What do you think happened?
I totally would have called in a Kurt Russell type for this investigation.
He called Tango in.
It's crazy. Yeah. That was like
they called
30 years ago.
Yeah.
This is Like I remember, like it was yesterday, how big this thing was.
You know, the trial only took 18 months. It felt like a decade.
It felt forever.
I remember coming home. A
moment in time too, because it captivated like everybody.
I was about to say,
my glove don't fit. You must have quit.
I would come home from school, and my mom would be home, and it would be on the fucking TV.
Yeah, my mom had just had my littlest sister, so she was still recovering. She was like only a year or so after. Didn't go back to work. Every fucking day, that's all she watched was the trial.
I think the Cable Guy trial was like loosely based off that.
Well, it was
that and the Menendez thing.
Yeah.
But like, I always found it funny with the glove thing. That when he put the glove on, he had another glove under it, and there was a video of him doing an interview with the gloves on.
Well, also, apparently he had some sort of medication. If he didn't take, his hands would swell out.
They probably didn't take it that day.
I think so.
This is Chewbacca. Chewbacca is a Wookiee.
The pair of shoes, the Bruno Mali shoes, there's only 299 of them made. The probability that this guy didn't kill them is astronomical.
Well, he did rush for 2,000 yards.
Just can't take that away from him.
You know, the jury has to take that into consideration.
He was in 3 great comedy movies.
Mm-hmm. Did anyone else see that meme where the Bills, the year before that, they lost, I think, a playoff game, or they lost their playoffs by like one bad play? So them losing that game led to them drafting him. He met Nicole Brown there in Buffalo. They got married. X amount of years later, killed her. And all because they had a shitty offense the year before.
Crazy.
He was a great football player.
Yep. Really good hands, too.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else feel like doing topics now?
Sure.
I mean, there's not much, but let's go.
Topics.
Well, we can talk about one a lot.
What?
We can go into one for a while. There's shit.
Which one? Atlas?
Oh, yeah, that one looks compelling. But no, we're going to do a little bit of casting first. We have a very little bit of casting.
Yep.
We know who Ma and Pa Kent are going to be in this new Superman movie.
Yeah. Old fucking people.
Yeah. Neva Howell, I've never seen her in anything. It's going to be Ma Kent. Now, Pruitt Taylor Prince is another one of those guys you've never heard the name before.
Well, you see that face, though.
You've seen him everywhere.
Yeah.
He was the guy that shot Coral in season 2 of The Walking Dead. He was Constantine's friend. He was the alcoholic in Constantine. He was the guy with multiple personalities and identity. He was fucking everywhere.
So, I like the fact that they're going to be older.
Makes sense.
It's like,
they're not going to make it.
That's what I liked about the Donner series, because Ma and Pa Kent were older.
Pa Kent's a little heavy, huh?
Yeah.
Pa Kent's a bit thick and a bit thin on top, too. So they're going for a different look.
Been eating his own bacons.
Oh, he did 4 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
Stranger Things, Heroes Reborn.
Yeah.
Fucker's been everywhere. He's another one of those guys who does like 1 episode of every show because he's just reliable.
Small role, I guess.
Smallville.
Ah, it's brilliant.
So that's casting.
Do you guys think they're going to make him wear the underwears?
I hope everyone's wearing underwear.
Yeah.
No, Superman. Is Superman going to wear the red undies?
I hope not.
On the outside?
I hope not, too. I like the non-red underwear thing.
Just a nice red belt buckle to break up the line of blue. There you go. That's all you need.
Got down with the undies, huh? Why not? It just cups his butt cheeks very nicely when
like the new
drops
design.
down with the cape.
He's covered up by cape most of the time, but without them, I think it would look better because it's undies on top of that one piece.
Yeah,
so you lose undies, get a better shot of the end.
It's always been a weird fucking concept.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Quail Man gets a live-action spin-off, and does he wear the undies?
Yes.
I'll accept that for him.
He definitely wears the undies.
Do you know why so many superheroes during the Golden Age wore undies on the outside?
No.
It was
To
a
show... Go ahead.
No. Do you have a concept? Do you have an idea?
I was going to guess.
Guess what?
To show their bulge so women knew that they were hung.
Couldn't hurt. But no, it was a reference to the strong men from sideshows.
Oh, that makes sense.
That does make sense.
You're a very informative show today.
But they were hung also.
The more you know.
They used to lift with them.
Yeah.
Put 20 pounders on there. Yeah, put 20 pounders on there and squat.
There's a meme. It's like Arnold's bicep where his dick is just.
No one's watched Twisted Metal here except for me, right?
Yeah.
No, I want to.
Dude, watch it.
You have the cock?
Yeah.
watch it because as a apparently as a dick weightlifting enthusiast that you are, there's a whole thing in there. Fucking.
Have you ever heard the phrase "I can lift that with my dick"?
Yeah, I say it all the time.
When I first heard that, I could not stop laughing. I thought that was the funniest shit ever, and now whenever I get the chance, I say it.
I have another piece of casting.
Cast away.
Leonardo DiCaprio is playing Frank Sinatra.
I saw this. Was that confirmed?
Yes, it is.
It is a Sinatra biopic.
Yeah, Scorsese Sinatra
This
movie.
Blown away! I can't believe that pairing is happening.
This is going to be their worst movies combined.
Who's the female lead in that? I saw a picture of him with somebody.
Margot Robbie? Margot Robbie coming back?
Is it Lawrence?
Jenny Lawrence?
Yes, it was Jennifer Lawrence. That was the picture I saw.
Yeah, this is going to be such a nothing burger. Who cares of a movie? To me, anyway.
Have they announced the rest of the Rat Pack?
That's the great question.
Not to my knowledge.
Like, which are we going to get? Like, early, where he's kind of in that weird mobbish thing?
Well, if they're playing DiCaprio, they could de-age him because we know Scorsese loves that shit now. But they're probably going to go through his whole life. He's probably going to Howard Hughes him.
Yeah.
Probably.
I want Chris Rock as Sammy Davis Jr.
Yes.
Just cause.
Who's going to be Joey Bishop or
who cares?
The other guy.
Who gives a shit?
Dino.
Well, then there's Peter Lawford was the other guy.
I couldn't remember their names. It's Dino and Sammy. That's what matters. I'm more worried about Ursula Andrews. Who's going to play Ursula Andrews? Catherine Deneuve and Charo twice. Famous cities. Okay. I doubt we'll watch it. I haven't seen a Scorsese movie in years. You should talk Marvel movie films. You lose me.
I didn't see The Irishman. I just heard it was just so long, so boring.
I couldn't fucking
It was good, but it was long.
And people like him are like, oh, people don't have the attention span to watch long movies. Not true.
No.
I watch long movies all the time. I look at the shitty de-aging.
Well,
I don't care.
I don't think they did a shitty job on the de-aging. De Niro looked good. Pacino looked good.
It's more than the looks, though. It's like Harrison Ford in Dial of Destiny. You can de-age their looks all you want, but the voice and the movement, it's always going to look old.
Yeah, I'm not with it. I don't like it. Make it a cartoon then.
Crazy with Pacino, because if Pacino was, like, if they de-aged him to the age he was, that he was portraying, it was before he smoked a gazillion pack of cigarettes and sounded like it.
Just don't cast those fucking people. If you want younger people, cast younger fucking people.
But Pesci was great in that movie.
How about this also?
About people, he wants to cast them.
Make the movie 30 years ago. How about that?
Could do
when
that.
Pesci still wanted to act.
He was good in The Irishman. Like,
this fucker right here. Tommy V! You made me pop your fucking eye out for Tommy V, you motherfucker!
Your head's in a fucking vice!
Okay, so that's all our casting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Handful of trailers. I'm going to go from what I believe is least interesting up to the one that we're all anticipating talking about this one. I was not incredibly impressed by Transformers 1. Am I alone on this one?
You went that first.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The next one is obvious to me.
I don't like the design.
I am fucking shocked Atlas was not first.
It's neck and neck. Because Transformers 1 feels like Transformers Mutant Mayhem to me.
Yeah.
But I like Mutant Mayhem.
I liked it when it was done once. I like the Mutant Mayhem kind of took some stuff from Spider-Verse. It's like, all right, you're doing Turtles in a kind of Spider-Verse-y way. I respect that. I don't necessarily need Optimus and Megatron to be jokey buddies.
And why? Why does Optimus have a fucking government name, but
I don't mind this. I don't mind that they're a lower level. Why
is Megatron just a fucking letter and a number?
But isn't he supposed to be a prime? Like, isn't that the whole thing?
They're obviously fucking with the continuity, where a prime isn't just like genetic. I guess you could say it's a title you can earn. Yeah. Like, all right, I don't rub up against that much, but it's like it's too jokey for me. It's
not for us.
It's different, sure. They're trying something different, but it's not the different I want.
It's not for us.
I agree.
Period. Like, it's for kids, but like, damn, man.
Too silly for me.
Just give me the next Transformers movie that continues this franchise.
Transformers G.I. Joe. That's all we want.
Yeah.
Transformers and the Furious.
Fast and the Cybertron.
Ooh.
So you're Optimus Prime. What you don't know about Primes is Michelle Rodriguez is my family.
In that movie, they're going to find out that the Prime bloodline mingled with humans, and Dom Toretto is actually a Prime.
Part Prime.
Does Dom Toretto fist fight Optimus Prime?
He tries. He tries to.
Yes or yes?
No,
but he does turn into a car.
Yeah.
There you go. He turns into the Charger.
Wait, Morty? Dom, you can just turn into a car at any moment. You just gotta think really hard. Really, really hard. You can just turn into a car.
So Transformers 1 hasn't really impressed any of us.
No.
But Atlas really had me fucking laughing.
Yeah.
This is the reason that we like take 2 steps forward with anime and then 20 steps back down the fucking stairwell.
Is this a translation?
No, it's not. But it's just like people are gonna assume because it's mech based. People are gonna be like, "Oh, this is definitely fucking anime."
I said this before when the first trailer came out. What do they think they're doing with the sci-fi demographic by shoehorning 55 to 60-year-old J-Lo in there?
She's a big name.
They're covering 2 bases. They're getting guys in because it's splody, and they're getting women in because J-Lo got girl power.
She's a big name in 2003.
She's a big name still.
She draws. She still draws.
She's a draw.
Just because we're not interested in her, doesn't mean she doesn't draw. But the whole thing together, like it felt. I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm it's meeting in my head.
So what's the budget?
J-Lo movie for me? I sure do.
What's the budget for this Shatless?
It's a good name.
Joe, produce.
I bet
it's Steely, right?
Yeah, it's a Netflix movie.
I bet it doesn't. Oh, then it won't. Will it like translate then? Like what it would pull in?
They probably won't even tell us.
It'll tell you viewers.
IMDb's not telling us.
It's got nothing. They don't tell anything about their budgets.
All right, so they're going to shoehorn it in the top 10 for about a weekend, and then you're never going to hear of it again.
Yeah, minimum 200 million. Probably closer to 250.
It doesn't look bad. Like
does it beat Rebel Moon? Zack Snyder says this beat Barbie. Does it beat Barbie?
I will tell you this. I have seen double the amount of negative press on Rebel Moon Part 2 than I saw for the first one.
That one came and went very fast.
Yes, I've seen a lot of negative stuff about the second one too.
What's the name of the villain? Like Death Giver?
Who gives a shit?
Or something stupid. It's something like a 2-year-old made up.
Pud puller.
Ass kicker. What is it? What is it like?
Pud puller.
Croissant fucker.
Anywhere between 1 and 200 million.
Easily.
Yeah, I bet half that went to J-Lo herself. And
This
her
is 21.
This is Soldier meets Gundam.
You get that name out of your fucking mouth. It's Alita. This is Exo Squad.
This
is what this fucking movie is.
Meets Enough.
This movie should get Batgirl so bad.
Yeah.
Can we trade them? Can we trade this for Batgirl?
That should be an option.
For real.
That should be an option.
Yeah.
We should be like, no, as a culture and society, we voted against this. Please release Batgirl.
And that's what you think people are going to like. What people might watch this and they're going to say, "What? This movie sucks." Like, I don't know. I never thought Jill was like a great actress that draws people in.
She's got people who like her.
People like her, but I'm saying acting wise,
she's got some good movies.
Which one?
Enough was good. I liked Enough.
Maybe that cat was fire.
It was Enough. I was really rooting for the guy in that movie, but he didn't win.
Monster in Law.
Money Train. Going back to the 90s.
I love her in Jersey Girl.
I do love Money Train.
It was good in Jersey Girl for both minutes.
Jersey good. Yeah.
She was good in Selena. I thought the ending of Selena was pretty good.
Selena was good. It was fucking great.
Dude,
I'm ignoring
doing the same.
He's the same bit. It's the same bit.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna cancel you. I don't know who they are, but they're gonna cancel you.
Next week we're gonna hear Vinny, but he's not gonna have a fucking. It's just gonna be a black screen. Guys, can you see me? No, bro.
They won't. I'm uncancelable. I'm like Cat Williams.
Who?
Cat Williams.
That was the
Let
bit.
me tell you something, Pam Pam.
That was the bit.
Cat Williams didn't get canceled. He got left on the side of the road.
Yeah.
I got beat up by like an 8th grader. In his defense, though, physical stature is not his strong suit. And the kid was a wrestler, so he was fucked.
Yeah.
Anybody notice the person he's taking swings at is Kevin Hart? So, I think he's setting up an MMA match.
The problem
Right.
is the problem is Cat Williams looks like the Black Mr. Burns.
Excellent.
Well, he's like... I think Gary Coleman was bigger. Right? Gary Coleman had a little more weight to him.
Oh, yeah.
Like
more
above
weight.
30.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah, he's svelte.
Yeah.
He makes Chris Rock look like The Rock.
Yeah. Anyway, Shatless.
But don't shit on Kevin Hart, bro. He's got a decent build, and he's friends with Dwayne the Juice Head Johnson.
I don't
Great choice.
on Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's fine.
Kevin Hart could take him. I have faith. If they threw down, Kevin Hart would do work on him.
I think Kevin Hart does. I think a lot of people do boxing in Hollywood and stuff like that, but I think he's been doing it for a few years. He's always in good shape.
With The Rock.
He
I don't know,
does-
man. I don't know. Cat Williams can run like a 4.25 40.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
He did run a 40 recently, and he's in his 50s, and I think he ran like a 4.6 or 4.7,
Way better than me.
which is like pretty good.
They're in your 50s. It's very good.
Yeah.
Next on the,
Next on the chopping block, Trap.
Yeah.
it's a trap.
M. Night Shyamalan's Trap looks like a massive stretch to me. They set up an entire concert to catch this one guy.
Okay,
Huh?
but like that's the thing. We know that there's going to be a twist, right?
I know the twist.
Hmm?
I know the twist. I'm going to tell you the twist. You think that he kidnapped that guy, and he's the murderer. It's his daughter, and he's protecting her.
I could see that.
I was hoping that it was a setup and that the fucking Lady Gaga-esque character is like a fucking vampire and she just murks everybody who's in with it. I know. It's
Oh, you think they go Dust Till Dawn?
yeah.
A lot. That's an amphitheater at least. That's like a stadium.
Yeah.
It's like the Eras tour ending in a bloodbath.
Yeah, which would be awesome.
I think, I could see it being something where, I agree, he's probably not the killer. But where the entire concept of it being they're there to catch a killer is just like a bullshit thing that guy told them.
Yeah.
Maybe he had, Hartnett, who, by the way, let's just say this right now, I am fucking thrilled to see that guy in another.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got
Another
a
movie.
good deal. After Hollywood Homicide, they didn't want anything to do with him.
Yeah, he took
was that character in Sin City. I wish had a bigger role.
He took. He took some time.
He was good in Sin City. He was good in Virgin Suicides. He was good in fucking Faculty. He was excellent in Lucky Number 11. Like he's had some.
Was he in Black Dahlia?
He was in Penny Dreadful.
He was in
30 Days of Night.
Yeah.
He's had a
super underrated horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's probably like just a person who has some kind of like PTSD or something.
They do sell it like he's got the video of the guy kidnapped. Like,
yeah,
it'd be hard to twist that.
Well, it could have just been a video of a guy kidnapped.
I wouldn't be surprised though if it's like there's a terrorist thing going on and that whole line about the butcher is bullshit. But the fact that guy's, I'm not supposed to tell anybody about this, but I'm going to tell just you, the person that we're trying to convince the audience is the killer. They're looking for the killer.
Yeah.
It's very Cinema City. But hey, I'll watch it when it comes on.
I'm interested.
Or whatever. M. Night's daughter, around the same time, was putting out her own What a Twist movie. And we finally got a bit more footage of The Watchers.
Well, you know his daughter is the singer, right? Did you see that?
She's the singer in his movie?
Yeah, because she's, I guess, a musician. Or I guess one of his daughters is a musician in real life, so she's playing the singer in the movie, I read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cross-pollinating. This concept looks very interesting. It looks very M. Night, so you know he had a lot to do with the concept. The Watchers, that's what we were into. We're setting up this second trailer for The Watchers. M. Night Shyamalan's daughter's movies that he's producing. It looks interesting. Dakota Fanning is born to act, so she's going to be great.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't show what these creatures are. Like, you get a little bit of a glimpse. I hope they hold off on them, and I hope when they finally show them, they're worth the surprise. Few things worse in these kind of movies than having a lame-ass monster.
It's John Lovitz.
You mean like the end of Signs, where you build up the whole movie to see these things, and you're like, oh.
Well, that flash for a hot second was pretty cool, but then, yeah, when you spend too much time with them.
Mm-hmm.
Or The Village.
Oh. So bad. So bad.
This gives me The Village vibes.
It's got a little bit villagey to it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think the twist is?
I don't think there's going to be one.
I hope she doesn't do a twist. Like, she doesn't just go on the shit that her dad does.
Yeah, I hope she relies on the psychological / situational horror, where it's those slow moments of building tension. I hope she doesn't go for jump scares. I'm fucking done with jump scares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very cliche.
Tomorrow's dinner and a movie night pick. Something new this time. We're watching Night Swim.
Night Swim. I'm thinking Infinity Pool, but it's...
That's the one with, it looks like there's dead people outside the pool, right?
Yeah, whenever they go in the pool, like, something fucked up happens.
Yeah.
Alright. What's that on?
Peacock.
Oh, cock.
Funny you mentioned dinner and a movie. I was saying to Beth yesterday, I'm just like, you need to watch a great comedy. I put the first Hot Shots on because I'm like, you need to laugh out loud. You need just something so silly and stupid, you need to laugh out loud.
But did she get the references?
She thought it was pretty, like, I looked over and I saw her laughing at some point. So, like, yeah, that's really funny. I don't know if she got the full Top Gun stuff, but just the overall comedy of that movie, just the silliness.
That movie, for me, doesn't play if you've never seen Top Gun.
Yeah. That's the core of the movie. If you haven't seen that, it's just people acting silly.
Yeah, because it is beat for beat Top Gun.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to put the first Airplane on.
I was going to say Airplane seems like a better pick because it's more generic.
But it is extremely dated. Even though Hot Shots is dated, Airplane is extremely dated.
It looks 70s. It looks very 70s.
Yes.
But the notion of it, like, everyone's seen a disaster movie like that.
Yeah.
Even though it is literally beat for beat a plot from another movie.
Okay.
They bought the rights to a movie and then just rewrote elements of it.
Airport 77 or something like that?
Yeah. It was actually a remake from, like, the 50s or the 40s.
Like, so I think I might follow up with Part 2 because it's the Rambo thing. And
Does she know Rambo?
It's so cliche.
You hope.
Yeah.
Because that was even more specific.
You should show her Blank Man. I watched that with Megan last night, dude. We were fucking cracking up when she kissed him and he came. Like a nut. She's just like, wow, this is extra, huh? And I'm like, he's a nerd and he's never touched a girl. This is what happens.
Favorite bit in that whole movie is that he created a bulletproof spray and didn't give it to his partner. He didn't put it on his partner's costume.
Yeah.
Well, David Allen Greer is so underrated in that. Like, without him, I don't think that movie's as good as it is because he was such
the straight man.
He never got his due. Like he was so great on In Living Color.
Yeah, but like he was just like, man, what the hell's wrong with you? Just the whole time, it's like, okay, Karate Man. He's like, huh? No, don't call me that. No.
He never got that big break, that transition outside of that.
Mm-mm.
Jumanji was pretty strong in that.
He was good in that, but it wasn't his vehicle. It wasn't like predominantly him.
Yeah, he never got
in the Army now. That ruined a lot of careers.
The Army now. He was in that?
Yeah. It was him, Pauly Shore, Andy Dick, and that chick that's in, like...
He was part of that. I totally forgot about that he was part of that group.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah, I like that movie. Apparently that movie, like, was a career ender.
Yeah. Don't eat the chicken. It tastes like frog.
I am looking forward to his role in the American Society of Magical Negroes.
It's going to be his big breakout.
I'm sure it is.
I hope so. He deserves... He was so funny.
2 snaps
Men on
up. Film. 2 snaps up and a twist.
2 snaps up and around the world.
The Zorro snap. I think the Prisoner one was even better. With a big breasts. Okay, so the last one before the coup de grace, Blink Twice looks pretty fucking interesting.
Right?
Is it the Channing Tatum?
Yeah. I'm getting kind of a Get Out vibe mixed with Glass Onion.
Yeah. And I was like, ooh, evil Che.
What's up with Zoe Kravitz directing now?
Yeah, she does.
She's an artiste, man.
Yeah,
in your whole life.
Well, I was going to say, I don't think acting's her best, so I think directing, I hope, is better, because that movie looks pretty good.
I think she's one of those actresses that, like, if you're a good director and you get a good character for her, she'll shine. She wasn't... I don't think Catwoman was done well for her. She did good enough in that role, but a lot of the moments weren't catered toward her.
Her best scenes were when she was, like, walking and you didn't know what she was saying and she didn't have any lines.
I heard her High Fidelity show was really good. Mark Bernardin kissed that ass left and right.
She's had movies. I don't know the name of them. I've seen her and shit. I was like, oh yeah, she's pretty good. But that one sucked.
She was great in First Class. I'm still not happy that her character was named Angel. She was Pixie, and everyone
wasn't that?
Yeah, she was.
She was solid. But yeah, Blink Twice looked really, really, really interesting. Twisted ass Channing Tatum is a rare occurrence.
Yeah, this looks like Shyamalan twist, huh?
Oh yeah, she was in Fantastic Beasts. She was good.
Was she?
Yeah.
I only saw that one once.
I only saw the first one.
She was in Rough Night. That was pretty good.
Rough Night.
Was that on Brazzers? Sorry.
Was that the female version of Very Bad Things?
Yes.
Okay.
She played a better Catwoman in the Lego Batman movie.
That makes sense. That movie was bonkers. It was a good movie. She was in a movie with Emil Hirsch that wasn't bad. It was kind of more indie.
Yeah, you gotta make your bones somewhere.
She was in Dope. Dope was a good movie. She was good in that.
If you watch that. Okay.
They're not all winners.
We know she's not. She knows how to act in a movie, and it looks like she could probably direct one too.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing that eventually. But the thing we've all been hoping to talk about, we got our second Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. Hopefully the last. We don't need anything more than this.
I hope
Showed us enough.
I hope it's the last, but you
We're
know we're
already
going to get
sold.
one more.
We were already sold, but it was nice to see some full-fledged Wolverine.
Ryan Reynolds broke his own record for saying "fuck" in a trailer more
Yeah?
times than any other movie, any other trailer.
Did we skip another trailer?
Not that I can think of.
Did we talk about the James McAvoy movie?
That was last week.
That was last week.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although he could be in this one for all we know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Standout stuff. Within the first minute, we have a Liefeld joke. Fucking brilliance. Excellent. They showed us that we're going to get a sleeveless Wolverine, which is all I really wanted. You can't have those things on the whole time. And the core Marvel references, the MCU references being ladled on there. A giant Ant-Man corpse.
Did you see all the mutants?
I've
in
seen
that
the rundown.
scene?
Azazel,
Ooh.
Deathstrike, Toad,
Toad.
Callisto.
and Pyro's in there too. We already knew he was.
Yeah.
That, the Giant Man corpse. That's straight out of,
Old Man Logan.
yeah.
Oh, the part where it looked like Mad Max, it's got to be that world.
The bikes that are being used to pull that giant chariot thing, someone pointed out they're basically the same bikes that Hydra used in Captain America: The First Avenger.
Okay.
So
That's
they're
a-
cherry-picking elements.
We have Red Skull's car in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That hot rod with the flame paint on it has Iron Man for the hood ornament. It's Iron Man's face. Just chock-a-block through this whole thing.
So I'm wondering if we're going to get the actual Old Man Logan story.
That's what it's looking like. Like a variation on it where he survived and we didn't get Old Man Logan necessarily. He's not like
Right.
old and gray living with a family out in the middle of nowhere, but he's in rock bottom
I
because
wonder.
the bad guys won.
I was thinking maybe we get from the podcast
Could be closer to that.
where he killed them all.
Well, that's what happened in Old Man Logan.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the one scene where you see him like look completely broken.
The bar? Oh no, where he's out in that
the
wheat field?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. But you know they're gonna jump universes.
That seemed like that moment was right around whatever happened.
Yeah,
They seem to refer to it and then cut to that shot.
yeah. Like they said, the one part where he's saying, "I'm not a hero." He's talking to his daughter in that scene.
He's talking to X-23.
Yeah, that's a rumor. 'Cause they said she's going to be in it.
I am glad we saw no other heroes.
I am too. But which Sorcerer Supreme are we getting that's creating the...
Somebody with a sling ring. There could be tons of people with sling rings.
I am very happy we saw zero heroes. And we barely got glimpses of other villains except for we saw what Cassandra Nova is going to look like.
Yeah.
Her control here...
That could be telepathy. It could be telekinesis. She's going to be a badass. People aren't going to be... They're not going to be ready for what she is. If you've never read anything about her, you're going to be fucking blindsided.
Like, I do think that last part of the trailer where they talk about cocaine, do you want to build a snowman? was just made for the trailer. I don't think that's going to be in the movie.
It's in the movie.
That was part of the sizzle reel you saw?
It's in the movie.
But if they didn't hype you up before, they're just going, yeah, you want to see this.
Perfect choice of music too.
Oh yeah.
When did this come out?
July
26th, I believe. I have a reminder set on my AMC app.
My only thing is, what's happening to Wade's World that put him on the fucking mission?
That's actually what I was going to ask, too, because I thought the whole thing was going to be Deadpool getting pulled into a different universe, but it seems like Deadpool is remaining in his universe.
But, I guess the TVA is saying, hey, you did some really fucked up things when you grabbed Cable's...
Yeah, it's got to be repercussions for whatever the fuck you did. I think that's going to be the overall theme, because something tells me that Vanessa broke up with him because she almost died because of his recklessness. So she can't be in a relationship with him. So it's him having to deal with the mistakes he's made to get what he wants, and he didn't end up getting what he wanted.
In the first trailer, she calls him Buddy. It's like they don't.
It's established
very romantic.
Yeah, they're not together. Yeah. She is dating someone else.
That's hurtful.
Yeah. Oops. Shit.
Better not be Shatterstar.
Shit. Mm-hmm.
Better not be Peter.
It's no one you've seen.
Okay.
That's slipped.
I'm calling it right now. We're going to get a variant of her that's actually a mutant. They're going to finally pull that.
Yeah. I've heard the rumor.
Let's speculate. How many actual MCU characters do we get in this movie?
20.
0.
The verse that Thor's going to be in there for a bit.
20?
You think
We've already seen like 8.
No, we haven't.
Well, I don't think he's going to interact with many. I think they're going to do a lot of...
Who do we already see?
You said MCU characters?
Yeah.
We saw the Avengers, but we've only seen them on screen.
But they were on
that's
screen.
not counting.
Okay.
I don't think he has, during the movie, I don't think he has any interactions with anybody from the MCU. I think in the post-credits...
I think there's going to be scant interactions, very quick. They're not going to amount to much. And then
if it's anybody, it's Loki. Because no one else showing up, if he's not in the MCU proper...
Plenty of variant options.
But it doesn't count.
It's still versions of them.
Doesn't count.
I think we're going to get... I think Thor is on my list.
We've already heard that there's going to be a scene where he's crying. Oh, Thor's crying over Deadpool's body.
I think we're going to get Wong instead of Strange.
What version of Thor are we getting? Is it Hemsworth or is Matt Damon coming back?
No, I've heard it's Hemsworth. I wouldn't be surprised. They like throwing Wong in stuff. He's that perfect balance between skilled and silly.
I don't think you're getting anybody from the main timeline.
I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually get Reed Richards, Pedro Pascal in this movie.
You're not getting.
They're not going to. Never.
You will get a Reed Richards, maybe, but it'll be like Ian Gruffin.
Krasinski. If Krasinski showed up again, that would be pretty great.
That would
Does he get killed?
If he makes an Office joke too.
Looked like you were about to say something, Kyle.
Well, no, I was just thinking, like, it would be pretty cool to me if the sling ring was like Tilda Swinton.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I'd like to see the ancient one back.
Yeah.
So many options. There's too many options to start throwing names out.
But we didn't see any, which was great.
Yeah. Still enough in the dark.
Yeah.
But enough to get us hyped.
Mm-hmm.
Super happy. All right, let's touch on some reviews. I watched Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earth Part 1 today.
My whole plan...
It is?
When I got home, I kept saying to myself, I'm going to sit down and watch this movie. But I couldn't because I had to go on my roof. That was my whole plan.
It's very Flash focused.
I did see the first 5 minutes.
It's pretty much all told through his perspective, except sometimes it'll like focus on other people for a hot second, but he is the through line. A lot of fan service without a lot of explanation. I mean, this is probably what it's like for other people when they watch Marvel movies without much knowledge. It definitely made for somebody with more DC bona fides than I have, because they will just drop a character in there and make it like, oh, wow, this is a great moment. And even I'll be like, wait, who the fuck is that guy? Why are they important? I don't love the animation style, but it wasn't necessarily bad. I actually liked that Crisis on Two Worlds animated movie they did better than this, even though it's only the first part and they have a lot more to get into. But that one felt more concise and more focused on the characters rather than just bulk over character development. Their version of the Crime Syndicate was possibly the dumbest characters I've seen in years. They were very annoying and very one-dimensional. But that's probably the point. And the whole thing ends in a very Infinity War kind of way.
Okay. 'Cause they did drop, as of 9 hours ago, Warner Brothers dropped the extended preview of Part 2.
Okay. That makes sense. They timed the two together.
I know Conroy and Hamill are supposed to be in Part 3.
Okay. Then I'll probably have a bit more of a connection to that. Oh, they're doing a 3-parter. I thought it was only a 2-parter.
Yeah, it's a 3-parter. And Terry, I think, is supposed to be in Part 2.
Okay. That would be weird if they try and drop those characters in that animation style, but it could also be very weird if they use their natural animation style with this version. It could work or it could clash completely. We shall see.
Based on the first couple scenes I did watch, that animation style is weird in comparison to the other DC animated movies where they're, I don't know,
they're more fluid.
Yes.
This feels like a slightly higher quality version of the Venture Brothers animation style.
It's how it works, yeah.
Anybody else have any reviews?
Yeah.
Did I watch anything?
Finished season 2 of The Bear.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeff's Kiss, of course. I wish Kyle would hurry up and watch the rest of it.
Wait, you really, it's a show, it's a cooking show. It's a show about a fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
And you still chose to go with Jeff's Kiss.
Yeah.
You fucking garbage person.
Well, Kyle, if you got past episode 1, there's a character.
Named Jeff?
No. She says, Jeff. Because she's got an accent. So, yeah. So Jeff's Kiss.
No. Still no.
Motherfucker.
Not gonna let it happen.
Well, it happens. It happens.
This is my no-sell of the night.
Giving you nothing.
And I watched the latest episode of X-Men 97, and I fucking hated it.
You hated it?
Yeah, it was fucking worthless.
You didn't like it?
No.
I didn't like the fact that they just gave her powers back, like it was a mental block.
Yeah.
That
bullshit.
The rest of it was still great. It was still a great episode.
No.
It was like, oh, yeah, that's the way you're going to go.
You didn't like the whole
Xavier getting cucked?
Shiara part?
Xavier being cucked the entire fucking time? No. And Lilandra coming across as a fucking villain? No. Didn't like it. Sorry.
I mean, she's always been like that. It's just, it's always been well hidden.
You knew they had to get Xavier back to Earth somehow.
Listen, don't fucking...
You knew it was coming.
I don't care.
That classroom scene was great.
The classroom scene was great. I'll give it that. But that was the only highlight of that fucking episode. It was shit compared to all the episodes that came before it.
They had a tall order to meet after that Genosha episode. And this is like a calm before the... No, I'm not going to make that point.
Well, they didn't give us, in the opening credits, they gave us Nightcrawler, but no Magneto and no Gambit.
Yeah, and we didn't see Nightcrawler at all. I feel teased.
Right, yeah, I agree with that. We should have saw more Nightcrawler.
They had nothing to do with them. The only time you see anything about Genosha was at the end of the episode.
Yeah, where Storm's watching it.
And she's like, my God.
Just
Yeah, it was a bad episode.
Everything we've seen so far, this definitely would have been the filler episode of the season.
Yeah, it's a bridging episode.
Yeah, but I do like the fact that Charles is coming back to Earth, and
the fact that he was willing for a hot second to be like, you know what? Oh, my entire dream, my life's goal, or pussy. Oh, the thing that drives me as a person, or pussy.
Well, but
I'm
also,
gonna go with pussy.
he got new legs.
He got Lieutenant Dan legs.
Yeah.
So given that this episode was kind of like
Shit.
it was,
I'll go with middling.
It was
sucked.
bridgy. It was bridgy. That's what I was. It
was
was
bridge.
mid. Yeah. Next episode's
Mid,
gonna be intense.
mid's being fucking nice.
The next episode, tomorrow's episode, Wednesday, is gonna be intense.
I want you two to please take off your rose-colored glasses and wipe the shit off of your noses. Let's be fair. This was a bad episode.
It fucking sucked, dude.
You didn't
One
say it.
moment. There was one moment that was good. He had one moment.
One
where
moment that was good.
Vinny, what
You
are you
know, it's like we put this on, and I'm like, oh, I didn't realize I was on the Golden Gate because this bridge sucks. All right, because it's a bridge episode. Do you get it?
I got it.
I
Pick that up.
do want to see Wolverine go, crazy though. I
I
want to see
don't.
him.
No, that's the thing I'm happy about. It's not the Wolverine show.
Yeah.
Well, I know that, but I still have. He
No,
has,
Good.
he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. Do it.
Sideline him.
Yeah. There's such a bigger cast going on.
It's cool. They're sidelining him without hulking him, like making him just like
Yeah.
the dumbest character.
We know
who's
a
also
war
the
is
toughest.
coming.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Dragons are coming. We get it.
Winter's
Which is coming.
I've been promised that before. And I knew how that war ended, right, Kyle?
Yes, but this is
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah.
And Marvel.
What's Marvel's track record been lately, Joe? Because even
Yeah.
you were like, oh, fucking Marvel.
I know how they'll end it. They'll end it with
No.
Jean Grey, Storm, and Jubilee twerking to Megan Thee Stallion. She-Hulk kicks in the door, and she starts twerking also. And then Wolverine just grabs his shit, and he drives his motorcycle off into nowhere.
I'm giving Marvel the benefit of the doubt on this one because this has been going
the rest
very
of
well.
the season has been great. That's why this episode was so bad.
That's why
So
I think
bad.
it was a filler episode.
Yeah, filthy nuts.
It's only 10 fucking episodes long, Joe. Why is there
There's always
filler?
There's always a filler episode in every.
There doesn't always have to
show
be a
has
filler if it's that.
episode.
No.
If not if it's that short, bro. Look,
That's that short.
I'm an avid anime watcher. Those are
Me
like
too.
1,000
Avid.
fucking episodes. Of course, there's gonna be filler. There's 1,000 episodes. You have 10.
10.
It's just gonna say next week's this upcoming episode is going to be intense. I'm calling it.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure it
wouldn't say
is.
it's bad. It has a handful of moments that are really.
I
wouldn't
liked
put that.
the whole thing with the demon.
Yeah, it's interesting, but like the fact that she had to overcome something inside herself to unlock her powers again—that's like bullshit. Either the gun took it away from her, or it didn't.
Yeah.
Or they either forged his machine, fixed her, or it didn't. Not like, although it's pretty great that they actually used her claustrophobia for once.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You had to get over that demon, and the whole metaphor of demons that they use in the life-death segment. All right, that was cool. Yeah. It was
But,
pretty
like-
great seeing Vulcan. I was fucking shocked to see him.
Yeah.
So is Forge gonna come with her to the mansion?
Of course.
Yeah.
Better. What else is he going to do? Jerk off out in the desert?
Maybe buy a new pair of shorts, because those short jorts are pretty,
Riding up.
yeah, don't wear those. And have a ponytail.
So
He's ready to play volleyball on the beach.
not X-Men related. Did anybody watch anything past episode 1 of Fallout?
Yeah, I'm on episode. I finished 3.
No, I haven't
I'm on
caught
2. I
Um,
finished 2.
I don't know if you caught the part where I was like, I've had mental breakdowns. But like, I literally watched the X-Men episode today on my phone while doing multiple other things.
Well, maybe that's why you only saw it small screen. You didn't have the impact.
No, it still was not good.
Fallout has been really, really good, except for I'm kind of tired of complete fucking moron characters. Maximus has done some stupid shit.
Yes, he did.
Just setting the armor up there on that winch and being like, "Oh, I'll be right back." Dude, it's the wasteland. That thing's gonna get picked fucking clean.
I have a feeling, because I'm watching much smarter sci-fi, that when I get to Fallout, I'm gonna be like, this is fucking stupid.
No, Fallout is cool. It's good, but after playing the games and knowing the stories and stuff like that, even the first episode, there's a one of the massive plot holes of the show, but there's a huge plot hole.
It's the boys in post-apocalyptic. It's nasty. It's vulgar. It's violent. It's an interesting story. There's
I love the games. I love the games, but like, none of you started. Well, Mike, you can't because you don't have Netflix. But Joe and Vinny and Kyle haven't watched Three Body Problem, and it's the best sci-fi I've watched in fucking years. And I'm gonna go from that to like the satirical sci-fi that they're doing in Fallout, and I know it's gonna turn me off. So I'm gonna have to wait before I get into Fallout.
It's very stylized.
Yeah.
It is extremely
Very satirical.
Yeah.
It's that retro-futuristic thing that carries through parts of it, and then the wasteland aspect. It's the 60s meets Mad Max.
Yeah.
That was I was disappointed in the Wasteland. I was expecting more.
I'm only in 3. They have to broaden out. Like, you have to go to different places. You're just starting to see the Commonwealth. You're just starting to see the Brotherhood. Like, the different factions are being revealed now. And the Ghoul, his backstory is being laid out.
I'm stoked to see that unravel. But like, when you go world exploring in like Fallout 4, that's the kind of world I want to see.
It's limiting because you're telling a story. You don't have control of the story. You're being led by your nose. So yeah, it's not going to be the same thing as a game. But I feel like they're telling a very interesting story about the fall of society and humans giving into their baser instincts.
So next year, when season 2 drops, they're going to do it weekly. They're not going to do
It's much smarter.
Yeah.
They're not going to do everything at once. Yeah, me too.
All right. Anything else to review?
I just got a list.
You want to do your list now?
I don't have a show review.
Do your list, buddy.
Set it up.
Now? You want it now?
Yeah.
Do it now.
All right, so I think I've done it every year for the last couple of years. I don't know if I've missed a year in there somewhere, but I usually come up with my list of favorite names from the NFL draft in honor of the East-West Shrine Game skit from Key and Peele. So this year for the 2024 NFL draft, which is actually this week, it actually will probably have started already by the time this episode drops, but I have my top 20 names from reviewing Pro Football Focus's top 300 players in the draft. I came up with my top 20 favorite names in honor of that skit. So number 20, Makai Wingo.
Ooh. Okay.
Number 19, Javon Jean-Baptiste. Number 18.
That's French. It's very French.
Number 18, Tavondre Sweat. Number 17, Kingsley Suamataia.
Okay.
Number 16, Olumuyiwa Fashanu.
You're welcome.
Give him a fucking break. He's Samoan.
Number 15, Jelix Hunt.
No, you made that up. You made that name up.
He's going to be a New York Jet.
Dude, he's a pass rusher. I don't remember the college, but he's a pass rusher. His first name is spelled Jalyx, and his last name is just Hunt. Okay.
They did that on purpose.
He's going to New York.
To that child.
Remember, that's 15 guys. And when you hear them all, you might re-rank them in your head.
I mean,
but
sometimes, who doesn't like the Jilix Hunt? You know?
I miss Jelix and Hunt.
okay. Number 14, Jirzon Newton. Number Number 13, Jaden Crumity.
Ooh.
It'll be a Jack.
Rarely the last names are the interesting ones.
Number 12, Dadrian Taylor Demerson.
Mm-hmm.
Number 11, Chaw Smith Wade.
Chaw.
Okay. So I have there's three, now we're in the top 10. So in this top 10, there are 3 names that include a nickname. Okay. So number 10 is Dennyun Chop Robinson.
He'll be a cowboy.
X-Wing at Aliciousness.
Number 9 is Enos Rakestraw Jr.
Enos? I haven't heard that since the fucking Dukes of Hazzard.
Wow. Why?
Number 8, and this is the one that you might re-rank because I picked it based on the nickname last name, not realizing that it wasn't his real first name at first. Andrew Ladd McConkey. So all the draft stuff just calls him Ladd McConkey.
Oh, he'll be a Patriot.
7 is Decamerian Richardson.
Flaxen, waxen, traxen, maxen.
6 is Trajan Jeffcoat.
The Dinklage
5 is Steel Chambers.
No, that's a fucking
porn made out.
Fuck you.
Is he a cornerback?
No, I think he's a linebacker. Steel is Steele, and Chambers is just Chambers.
Jaguars.
Please tell me.
Steele.
Please tell me.
Okay, so I want you to know Steele is my number 5.
Okay, please tell me.
Okay, so are you guys ready for the top 4?
I think I know one.
Tell me Bart Ender is on this fucking list.
Okay, number 4 is Lydiatric Griffin.
I was in the Lydiatric ward recently.
He's laughing.
Number 3 is Marcus Rosemi Jack Saint.
Jack Saint?
Jack Saint.
That's new.
Whew.
It's a hyphenated last name, and the second part of the last name is Jack Saint. All one word.
Saint. Jack Saint.
I'm going to try my best to pronounce number 2, which looks like it's Xavier Gadlin. So X apostrophe Zauvea Gadlin. Xavier Gadlin. And I knew that this guy was going to be number 1 since last year. I actually teased this guy's name when I did this last year, knowing that he was going to be draftable this year. I don't know if I want to read... all right. I'll read his first name, last name, and then I'll reread it with his nickname in the middle. Okay? His first name, last name is Quincy McKinstry. Quincy, G-A apostrophe Q-U-I-N-C-Y, McKinstry is his last name, right? So, but no one calls him Quincy because he's had a family nickname since he was little, which I'm now going to read first name, nickname, last name. It's Quincy Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Fuck off.
He's supposed to be really good, too.
So last year when I did this, I teased Kool-Aid McKinstry knowing he was going to be draftable this year, but at the time I did not realize his first name was actually Quincy, which is just rock solid. Number 1 favorite name of the whole draft.
Well,
if there is ever a player to make a children's book after,
I'm going to vote for Jacob Capri-Sun Princeton.
So Kool-Aid is actually like one of the best players in the whole draft. There's a really good chance he gets drafted in the first round, and there's like a very solid chance he actually goes to the Packers.
What does he play?
He's a cornerback.
Yeah. I bet you I can guess what his favorite drink growing up was.
There are a lot of teams that need quarterbacks.
So, according to him in interviews, he said his grandmother gave him the nickname Kool-Aid because he was so happy and energetic as a kid. It reminded her of the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to the Chargers.
Also, she said, "Here's some Kool-Aid. Get away from me. You have too much energy."
You're wired. Here's some sugar.
Go play
Here's some
outside.
Kool-Aid. I wonder why you have so much energy.
Don't get diabetes. Have some Kool-Aid.
General Hospital's on. You're outside. Door locked.
Personal experience, isn't it?
No, to be in defense of Kool-Aid,
So,
the maker is the one who controls the sugar amount. That packet is unsugared.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Just saying.
I mean, if he gets drafted in the first round, he's got a sponsorship coming his way. I can't imagine
if they don't fucking
Oh,
go
yeah.
for that. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Because all Marshawn Lynch said was, I ate Skittles before I went on that huge run against the Saints. And they go, say less, here's a truck of Skittles.
And some money. Lots of it.
Yeah.
Alex Hunt, Shaw Smith-Wade, and obviously Steel Chambers are my favorite. Steel Chambers, I might steal that as my porn name.
Okay.
yeah. I mean, Trajan Jeffcoat is an excellent one, too.
That sounds like an East Coast, West Coast name.
Yeah. A lot of them do.
I'm already ready to be completely disappointed by the draft.
So, when we do, like, when we create characters for, like, stories, right? Like, so, for example, like, when we do our D&D stuff, I don't know if you guys use name generators to get inspiration. Like, I'll usually use a name generator and then modify based on something that I see. And I'm like, all right, that's decent, but, like, how can I make it that I like it a little bit more? And, like, when I see stuff like Lydiatric Griffin, it seems like something I would only see, or Exalvia Gadlin. It seems like something I would only see in a name generator.
Hey, think about it. These are guys who were born in 01, 02. Their parents could have used name generators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You're going to see a lot more of these wacky-ass names coming down the pike.
The sophomore, I think. Well, some of them were drafted out of high school.
So even younger then.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to specify, I'm not actually hating on any of these names.
Oh no.
Oh,
They're
exquisite.
just like they're just like the not Dan Smith names, you know? Yeah, Dan Smith, BYU. They're just like my actual favorite names.
Yeah.
No, in
They're
all
interesting.
honesty, these kids are probably going to kill it in the NFL.
I mean, if Steel Chambers doesn't break somebody's bones in his first season in the league.
Oh, man.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson
He's going to be
Steel Chambers
on somebody's crazy defense and just obliterate the O-line.
That was a great list, Kyle. That was fun stuff.
Well done.
All right, I got two bits of news. One's not even really news. It's just the other one, the one that's actually kind of news. There's going to be an Aliens versus Avengers comic series coming out.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's going to be Main 616, but initially I put my nose up at this. I wasn't interested at all. And then I heard the creative team, Jonathan Hickman and Asad Ribic. This is the writer-artist team that did Secret Wars back in 2016. He's a great artist, and Jonathan Hickman created Krakoa. So this could turn out to be really fucking awesome. Issue 1 drops July 24th. The only other bit of news I have is we now know why there hasn't been a Big Hero 6 sequel movie. Why they've only done shows. One of the two directors stated that it's not going to happen unless the other director, Don Hall, is involved. Chris Williams, the other director, one of the co-directors said, quote, we're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Big Hero 6 this year. It's interesting because it's really up to Don whether he wants to make a sequel to that. It was Don's concept and idea. I always secretly urge him to do it, but we'll see. He loves working on new property, so we'll see what happens. Yep. Gonna have to wait
Disney.
for the director to come back to something that he did in the past, and I don't always like to do that. So
Come on, Disney. Give him the money. Give him the
might
money.
never.
I don't think it
happen.
has anything to do with money, Joe. I think he just sounds like he's a director that doesn't like to go back to anything he's done.
Yeah,
I liked the Baymax Dreams and
his
the
show was
shorts.
cute. His show was cute. The actual sequel show I watched a season and a half of it. I got stalled on it, but that was really fun. Just a great concept. It's unfortunate they weren't able to go back to it.
That was a great movie.
Not yet. But that's all I got. That was news for me this week.
All right, I've got 3 bits and food news, so here we go. Victoria and Albert's just received its first Michelin star.
A Disney restaurant?
A Disney restaurant has a Michelin star. To kind of put this into perspective for you, how fucking rare it is. There is only one restaurant with a Michelin star in our state.
How does the Michelin star thing work? Like, can you create a restaurant, make it incredible, and they give you multiple Michelin stars, or do you have to build them up over time?
Highest is 3.
Yeah, but can you make an incredible restaurant? They come in and oh, that's 3-star right there, or do you have to prove yourself over time and earn them individually?
So with your first star, you can be new and be a fucking champ.
Okay.
Right. But to earn the higher levels, you have to be consistent
and creative
at what got you there, and then also innovate.
All right.
And let's not forget, you can have stars taken away.
Yes.
So it's a lot like Scientology.
Yes.
So I wonder if when they did the chef's table, because I know that's the crazy extravagant one, more extravagant than the regular Victoria and Albert's. I wonder if that just somehow got amplified more and wowed it more.
The only difference between the chef's table and the regular restaurant is the fact that you are seated in the kitchen. And you get a bonus course or two. There's not much deviation. I think what it is because the menu's not just seasonal. It's hey, today we couldn't get our hands on this thing, so we're making this in place of that. Because there's no steady menu. You can't look up Victoria and Albert's and be what do they got on the menu? That's not an option.
I like the fact that Victoria and Albert's doesn't have they have a strict no camera. They don't want you taking pictures.
That's been
or anything like that.
That's been thrown out because there was a group of vloggers who just did it a month ago, and they invited them into the kitchen and stuff. And yeah, fun fact, had reservations for Victoria and Albert's for Ashley and I, and you have to fill out a questionnaire. That's how they produced the menu. But we ended up not going because one, it was almost $200 a person, and that's how we went to Bull and Bear, which incredible dining experience. I want to go to Victoria and Albert's, but at the time we were already there for 9 days. We were doing the Halloween party. We had we had the meal plan then anyway, and then we had Victoria and Albert's, so that was the first thing to get chopped because we both wanted to do the Halloween party without children. It was great. We just recorded our episode for this week of Can't Stop the Rope Drop last night because we had to keep pushing it back because life. And it was nice, actually. We did the intro, and I was and I'm Justin, as always, joined by my lovely wife. She says her name, and I was and that's it. And we both started laughing. And since it's been so crazy, the concept was, I'm treating you to a week-long vacation, just the two of us, no children. And we kind of broke down where we would go, what we would do.
Yachtsman.
Overrated.
Oh, it's so good.
It's overrated. Shula's is a better steakhouse.
Houseman was so good.
Yeah, Shula's is 10 times better. And it's right there at the fucking Swan and Dolphin.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Victoria and Albert's, good for them. Vicky now.
Yeah, good for them.
Fucking Michelin star, baby.
Yeah, Disney's got one. What's it, Flavor? What's the hidden kitchen called? Where they come up with all the stuff.
Oh, their secret lab of shenanigans. I don't know, but I'd love to go there.
I would too. Be like taste test.
To bring the room down a bit, we've got some more information on the Vince McMahon drama. This is fucking interesting. Vince McMahon is trying to force private arbitration with Janelle Grant. In January 2024, former WWE employee Janelle Grant filed a lawsuit against WWE, Vince McMahon, and John Laurinaitis, making some appalling allegations about her treatment. Still, McMahon would deny the claims via a spokesperson, but would resign from the company with his reputation in tatters. And now, Brandon Thurston, from WrestleNomics, has reported that McMahon's attorneys have filed a motion to force arbitration due to a clause in the NDA Grant previously signed. Additionally, the fascinating legal document, which can be read here, there's a link to it, states that, according to McMahon, the claims against him are pure fiction and he never mistreated her in any way. She intentionally violated the enforceable contract with her salacious, false, and defamatory public filing. However, the FAA and binding United States Supreme Court precedent and plaintiff's own agreement require that if plaintiff wishes to proceed with her fictitious claims, she must do so in arbitration, not in this court, and that this action be stayed pending arbitration. So, tell me you're the bad guy without telling me you're the bad guy. By putting a clause into an NDA that you make all these people sign, stating that you can't take it to fucking court. Fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I'm really tired of Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
On a more positive note, the X-Men 97 directors unpacks the show's anime influences. X-Men is back and the Marvel team has never looked so good over on Disney+. The superheroes have made a comeback courtesy of X-Men 97. The animated revival hones in on the highs of X-Men the animated series with a few big updates. Recently, two of the show's directors weighed in on its anime influences. Speaking with comicbook.com, Eli Yonemura and Chase Connolly broke down their aspirations for X-Men 97. It was there the duo touched upon anime's influence in the series, and it is littered everywhere. Quote, Chase and I talked about that first off when we both were signed on. We said there's a lot that we want to take from the original series, but there's also so much more from 80s, 90s animation. One of the biggest things that even Larry Houston talks about on the original was being restricted by budget. But then you go over and you look at the Japanese animation that was coming out at the time, and I'm sure they were restricted by budgets as well. But look at them. They're gorgeous, Yonemura shared. We both grew up with that as well, and Larry talked about how he was even referencing that stuff as much as he could that it meant, oh good. So we're all in the same mind frame here that let's just bring that to X-Men. We've got this budget now thanks to Marvel. Let's show some cool shit. He had seen Ninja Scroll. He was really into that, but at the time it was schedule was crazy, budget was very limited, and I think also the talent base at the time, they came from a different school of thought, whereas now the market has shifted. The audience is much more in tune with somewhat more cinematic staging, I think, when it comes to certain series because of anime. So, another mainstream success, giving nods to anime. I love it. Love to see it. Love to hear it. I'm all about it. And now, it's time for food news.
I was waiting for.
Arizona iced tea dropping a new flavor, dragon fruit mango. It's got a picture of a cool ass dragon on it.
Better. They're known for their art as much as they are for their tea.
Takis Waves, the ruffle chip version of Takis. Blue Heat and Dragon Sweet Chili, dropping soon. Hershey's Kisses Strawberry Ice Cream Cone. Out now at a Target near you.
If it doesn't have an exterior that's actually waffle, I'll feel let down.
It's got waffle cookie bits strewn
Close enough.
within the kiss. Lifehouse Salad Dressings is putting out 5 new flavors. A Ninja Turtles inspired pizza ranch. A loaded buffalo ranch sauce. A loaded taco ranch sauce. A loaded French fries ranch sauce. And a cheddar cheese drizzle of some sort. Yeah. With Paw Patrol on it, because, sure.
Okay. That's all gotta be brand, have some kind of crossover.
Eggo Waffles is dropping a new chocolate chip Belgian style Liege waffle, a thick and fluffy dark chocolate chip, and new fully loaded waffles, chocolate chip brownie, and strawberry delight. And yes, it means that they're filled with those said fillings. They also are high in protein. And cinnamon churro regular waffles.
I would try most of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sound good.
Pepsi's got 2 new flavors coming this summer, Pepsi Peach and Pepsi Lime.
Ew.
I mean, I wouldn't try it. I wouldn't mind trying that.
I'd rock the Pepsi Lime. I'm not huge on peach.
Yeah.
They've already done lime, though, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
Maybe it's just
Coke Lime.
Coke lime. I could have swore everyone had tried it, but
Pepsi had Pepsi Twist, which was lemon.
okay.
Mott's Applesauce is putting out new soft bake cereal bars, apple streusel and banana streusel. Hershey's is getting all patriotic with their Hershey's Cookies and Cream bar, but instead of the cookies, it's going to have red and blue Pop Rocks candy.
That's been done.
Cold Stone Creamery has a new strawberry passion cake, layers of moist red velvet cake, strawberry puree, and strawberry ice cream with graham cracker pie crust wrapped in fluffy strawberry frosting.
Cold Stone still exists?
Yeah.
Just one in brick still.
Yeah.
Rice-A-Roni is getting into the mac and cheese game. Mac-A-Roni, see what they did there, has a creamy cheddar and a creamy white cheddar version dropping in stores near you. Truff Hot Sauce is getting together with Star Wars to do a Star Wars Dark Side hot sauce. It's a cool Truff Hot Sauce bottle. It's all blacked out, red writing on it, the Star Wars logo, and the top of the bottle is Darth Vader's head.
Okay.
Lay's is a limited time flavor lime and sea salt chip. I'm gonna try it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Chef Boyardee, we had mentioned, has the spaghetti and meatballs coming in a frozen bagged dinner for all you kids that grew up with it that now want to grow old with it. They also classic cheese ravioli and chicken Alfredo. Sprite has got a new flavor coming out this summer, Sprite Chill. It's a cherry lime flavored Sprite with a cooling effect.
Using
So,
the same technology they did with the ices,
yeah,
the icy cereal.
yeah.
That's creepy.
So, who's gonna go for some Sprite Chill BJs this summer?
I'm not giving any. Sorry.
Oh,
Obviously not receiving any, so it's not going to happen.
you pour it on yourself and then jerk off.
Didn't we just establish at the front of the show that cool on your dick isn't what you want to go for?
Yeah, but like you don't want to fuck something frozen. But like sometimes, like they have the cooling lubes. You know.
They make cooling ones now? Because I've heard of warming and tingling.
Tingle isn't tingling like the chill effect.
Not really. Not numbing it.
Well,
That's cocaine. That's what you do for cocaine on your dick.
no, yeah. Vita Coco decided, hey, fuck it, we don't need to make healthy drinks anymore. Vita Coco Treats, a strawberries and cream, a coconut milk beverage with a whopping 18 grams of sugar per serving. There's 2 servings in the regular sized Vita Coco container. It's a lot of sugar.
36 grams of sugar
Yeah.
in the entire container.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sugar.
It's a lot of sugar. Cholula, my favorite hot sauce brand, has new microwavable burrito bowls. Available in salsa verde chicken, smoky chipotle veggie, and chili lime pork carnitas.
I had carnitas for dinner tonight.
Did you know?
I think I did too.
They were good.
Rolled gold pretzel twists, which are delightful. It has 3 flavors coming out this summer: dill pickle, cool ranch, and garlic parmesan.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
get down on all 3 of those.
Garlic parmesan.
Yeah, go with garlic parmesan. Keep your pickle.
I love me some dill pickle.
Keep your pickle out of my mouth.
Well, if the garlic parmesan
Don't
is like
fall
your
asleep.
fries, like how you used to make those garlic parmesan fries.
Used to.
I've moved on to tots, garlic parm tots now, Joe.
That
They'll,
sounds delicious,
they'll-
actually.
they'll knock your dick right off.
That sounds painful, but
Can you
garlic
lift it
parmesan
with
tots.
Can you lift it with your dick?
Yeah. Not to be outdone, Pringles was like, hey, 7-Eleven, we'll see your prime rib potato chips and raise you one. Texas barbecue brisket flavored Pringles is coming.
It's like a dry rub, sure.
Yeah,
I'd be down for some smoky chips.
yeah.
I'd be all about that.
Gonna have to try them. OG Captain Crunch Crunch Berries boxes are coming back to stores for a limited time. And certain ones come with a fanny pack. Because those are making a comeback. Twizzlers Filled Twists, Orange Cream Pop, and Pink Lemonade are returning this summer. And the last piece of food news I have is 7-Eleven and Walmart are getting brand new Gatorade flavor. Gatorade Midnight Ice.
It's vague.
It's an all black liquid.
Oh, how does that come out?
I don't know, but I want to find out. And that be the food news, Gar.
Oh no, did I miss it again?
Whole thing.
Oh, that's too bad. There was some stuff in there I was trying to ignore and other stuff in there I just happened to ignore.
I don't understand how you hate the food news. You're the one who eats the most.
What?
And you're just like, oh, I'm gonna ignore the snack news. I'm gonna give it shit every week.
There's a lot of potential goodness in there.
There is.
Most of it. I mean, a good chunk of it I don't eat, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm probably not going to eat any of it.
That's a bold-faced lie.
What of those things do you think I'm actively going to eat?
You won't eat the flavored pretzels?
Probably not.
you would try the chips. You would try the garlic parm chips.
Like,
Yeah.
someone would have to buy them and bring them to me for me to try them.
So don't say you wouldn't try them.
Well, I know. Okay. I'm not going to go buy them to try
Okay,
them.
there you go. That's
Perfectly
fair.
reasonable.
That's
Most of us
reasonable.
aren't.
Yeah, I do.
One of us is.
I do. I have the churro Oreos sitting in the pantry for when you come down again.
You have to try that.
Yeah,
Does anybody have any douches and nerds?
I do.
I have a douche.
Douche away then, because I have a nerd.
Zack Snyder.
Oh, his name again.
He's defending killing Kevin Costner's Jonathan Kent in Man of Steel. Snyder says, the conversation is exactly what Superman says to Lois. I let my father die to protect the idea that my father was trying to protect. In an interview with GQ, director Zack Snyder spoke about the decision and defended the controversial scene, explaining the underlying rationale behind Clark's decision. Quote, the conversation is exactly what he says to Lois. Let my father die to protect the idea that my father was trying to protect, Snyder said. The idea that I wasn't ready to be outed to the world because I wasn't Superman. I'm just a teenager that could have made a mess of it. I have the power to do it, but have I ever used my powers in this way? I trusted that his vision for what I could be was bigger than him, Snyder added. This little incident in Kansas was not the thing that was going to expose me to the world.
This little incident, this tornado, where you could have saved a lot of people, this little incident.
Fucking, the more the man talks, the more I fucking hate him. Like, I used to enjoy some of his earlier stuff, and now I'm going back and actively finding everything I fucking hate about it.
He's a dweeb, dude.
He really is. He's a cunt.
It's not good what he does. It just isn't good. Like, it's not creative. It's annoying, and he tries to, like, pivot to make it his own. Like, it's the equivalent of a girl or a man singing the national anthem, and then they hit that bridge mark, and the and you just kind of do this weird thing, and you're like, just finish the song.
Yeah, they get all Mr. Ed-faced. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like, it's that moment where I'm going to make it my own and just hit my vocals, and he tries to do that with all the shit, and it's like, bro, I saw something recently, he talked about the Martha thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, it wasn't as, like, artistic as you thought. It was dumb. When you film that and you got in the editing room and everyone was around and you're going, yeah, Zach, yeah, oh, yeah. You didn't think anyone was lying?
Everybody was lying.
Because it was dumb.
This is a bad move. Your whole career is a bad move. Fuck you, Zack Snyder.
Yeah, Rebel Moon was good. Talk about that. Stop talking about Justice League. You suck.
I wish
Ben Affleck was a bad choice.
I wish Dakota Johnson was in Rebel Moon so she'd come out bad-mouthing it like she did with Madam Web. She'd just be like, I don't know why I fucking did Rebel Moon. It was fucking terrible.
For real.
Money is good. I did it for money. So they paid, the check cleared. So I made it.
Just say that. Like, I would have so much more respect, but he just kind of, like, not even puts his foot in his mouth, but he just, like, steps on his own feet. He's like, yeah, well, I know this is the way it is, and this is comic book accuracy, but what if, like, Batman did kill people?
Like, a lot of them.
Then you wouldn't be Batman, you piece of shit.
Not even by hand. Like, gunned him down. Use a machine gun on his plane. Killed him.
Drove his tank-like car into a building where they were all standing.
Yeah. Then he'd be Thomas Wayne then. That's what he would be.
Yeah.
That's the Batman you're talking about. Make that movie then.
I'd watch that.
I would too.
Yeah, sure. Because that's what I expect from that version.
But, like, whatever I was reading, like, he's like, you know, me and whoever I was talking to were like, oh my god, Martha is the name of Bruce Wayne and Martha Kent. Oh my god. No one's ever put that together, especially in a shitty movie. We're going to do it.
That is such a tenuous connection. We gotta run with it.
Run with me on this. Batman's going to be beating the shit out of him, and Superman's dying breath, he's just going to go, and Batman's just going to lose it and cry like a little bitch and say, why did you say that name? And he's just going to go,
after all the killing Batman has done in this movie, after all the bodies he's piled up.
Edit, ship it out, tell people they don't understand, and we win.
I'm going to bet one of those guys he killed had a mom named Martha.
Yep, most likely.
Okay, anybody got any nerds? Because I got two.
I have a nerd, yes.
Yeah.
I have a douche.
Joe had a douche.
Oh,
I have a douche.
Douche,
Yeah.
Joe, douche.
The stupid bitch at the DMV on Saturday.
Joe.
Nope. No.
All right.
So I go to the DMV to get my real ID because I'm flying to Vegas in a couple months and I'm not bringing my passport because fuck no. So you need all these you need all these things to get your real ID. So I bring a letter, a bill, my ID, my social security card, my passport, all the things. I bring it to the one guy at the ID check. He said, yeah, you're good. And I go, okay, cool. He goes through the whole list. And then I get called up. I barely wait. And I give it to the girl. And she said, your address is different on your license. And I go, yes, but I changed it when I moved 3 years ago. And she's like, well, we don't have anything. I'm like, you have a computer with a database in it. You can look up my driver ID and find my address.
Hold on. You never changed your address on your license.
I of course I did. But you don't get a sticker anymore in New Jersey. So it's just updated in their system. You scan the back of that ID, and it has my current address on it.
You didn't get a brand new card?
No, because why would I? Because
I did.
You got a brand new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got a brand new one because I knew I'm going to have to update it anyway when I just wait until it expires. But in the system, it's updated. But that wasn't the most pain in the ass part because that pissed me off. One part. The second part is when she went to go do the proof of address, I gave her a bill. And I'm like, okay. And I gave her a piece of mail from a government entity from the DMV. She's like, we don't take that. I'm like, you take a piece of mail from a government entity. You're a government entity. This mail is from the DMV. This has my address on it. Why don't you take that?
Well,
like,
That's pretty ironic.
Why did the pre-check dude say it was cool, but she didn't?
Exactly.
But did you tell her that?
Yeah. I'm like, and she's like, and she kept calling me sir, and I fucking hate when, like, if I'm a knight, cool.
Sir.
I hate that way.
Sir,
Sir,
you need to fucking calm down.
Relax now.
Because they say it in such a condescending way.
Sir, relax.
Please, sir.
Relax, sir. I'm just trying to do my job.
No,
Sir.
she didn't say that.
There's no need to get loud, sir.
So
Sir.
You're being
I
hostile.
made an appointment. She's like, you're gonna have to come back. I'm like, okay, can I make an appointment? No, you can't make it here. You got to do it online. I'm like, okay. So I do it online, and I make it for yesterday, Monday, and I had the nicest person ever I've dealt with at the DMV yesterday.
Did she call you asshole?
No, she was
Hey,
super.
asshole.
She
She
was
called
polite.
the bitch.
Yeah.
She was
Punk
so
called the
polite.
Like the squeak from basketball.
And and she was just so nice about everything, and I'm like, okay, it was the best experience I've probably ever had at the DMV.
Here's your real ID, fuckface.
Yep.
Here you go, cum stain. Have a good day.
There you go.
She
Take a
had
walk,
not
shitlip.
once called me sir.
Hey, piss
So
flops.
yeah,
Do you have
fuck
the
that bitch
appropriate
at
mail?
DMV.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
the DMV for sure.
Yeah, all around. I have two nerds this week. One is Cody Angle, son of Kurt Angle, who won 2 medals at the Special Olympics. So yeah, 2 Olympians in that family. Silver and gold. Silver and bronze, actually. First, second, and third.
Favorite Christmas
And my other nerd this week is also wrestling related. Mattel is putting out another round of WWE Ninja Turtle figures.
Wow.
Yeah, but this time they're not Ninja Turtles dressed up in WWE costumes. It's WWE wrestlers with Ninja Turtle themes. Cody Rhodes is going to be Casey Jones. Roman Reigns is Shredder. Seth Rollins is Leonardo. Raphael is being portrayed by Rey Mysterio. Xavier Woods is Donatello. And Kofi Kingston is Michelangelo.
Alright. I'm going to throw this out right now.
Okay.
Not having CM Punk as Casey Jones is a major oversight, considering that, 60% of Punk's aesthetic came from that character.
To be fair, they probably don't want to put Punk on any of these toys because God knows how long he'll last in this company.
Yeah. We might have already had him made.
Fine.
You don't know who he's going to walk backstage to and get all mad about something during a segment.
Well, now it's probably going to be Cody, because he's going to be like, why the fuck did you want to be Casey Jones?
Probably.
You don't even like hockey, bitch.
That'll be a thing.
And Cody's gonna say, "Yeah, I'm Casey Jones. Do something about it." And then Punk's gonna try to fucking bite his nose off.
Yeah.
All right, so you didn't get the character. Cry me a river.
Yeah, and then somehow Xavier Woods is going to become a fucking scapegoat for the whole incident.
Yeah.
And then, Ariel Helwani will come up from underneath the desk while he's interviewing Punk every once in a while to ask a question. And he'll talk all about it.
And Tommy's butthole. Okay, who's your nerd?
11-year-old Ruby Reynolds, who, along with her father, stumbled upon a fossil during a trip to the beach that happened to be an 82-foot-long ichthyosaur.
Wow.
Like, how much of it did they discover? Like part of the head or just like a tooth?
I believe they found part of the head, and then when they let people know about it, they dug up the rest of it.
They recovered it a little more.
Yeah.
What beach?
I don't
Did
fucking
it
know.
say?
It doesn't say.
Oh, okay.
Well, gentlemen, we broke the 11 o'clock threshold.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah,
I think that's the show.
That's a show.
All right, as always, if you like what you hear, then like us on Facebook.com/nerdities. Follow us on Twitter @nerdities. Email us at nerdities@gmail.com. Check out nerdities.com. Good night, gentlemen.
Fuck you. And then go to tpublic.com, search Nerdities, look at the shirts you won't buy. They also come in the hoodies that you begged for that you aren't buying. And then look down and punch yourself in your genitals. From me to you.
Ow.
Head on over to sinfulcreationsbyjustin.com. That's CINNFUL creationsbyjustin.com. And order some stuff, just like number one super fan Shitty Pat Mazal did over the weekend. Any word? Did he eat it around you?
Oh, no, I dropped it off, and I gave it to him. We walked around the mall for a bit with his fam, took in the sights of how horrendous that place has become. Got screwed over by the freeze-dried candy vending machine, and then they took off. But I have no doubt he'll get back to me once he hears this. Probably glowing reviews as usual.
He got one of my new favorite cookies. The strawberry crinkle cookies smell delicious. And if anybody wants to order them for the summer times, make a cookie sandwich. Little vanilla ice cream between two of them. Tastes just like a fucking strawberry shortcake from your childhood.
Well, they're making go quickly. You're going to have to order a lot.
Yeah.
Check us out on youtube.com, youtube.com/nerdities. Bash that subscribe button and hit that bell to get... What?
Fuck that subscribe button.
That sounds painful.
Like
That
it's an
does
apple
sound very
pie.
painful.
It was in the UK that ichthyosaur was found.
There you go.
Oh, that's cool. A lot of new stuff is coming to our YouTube channel.
So much new.
Including the final installment of the Joe Trilogy. We have Nerd E.T.'s, our cooking show, with a special May the 4th episode. We have some shorts. We have a Halloween special. We have a Christmas special. We have a feature film in the works. Give us a budget for this stuff because there's a lot of things on our plate, and we need money to do this.
Yeah, because if you don't, we're going to have an OnlyFans, and you don't want us to have an OnlyFans. Or maybe you do. This look...
I don't know.
I'm finally getting to the to my barber next week to shape out the look for the movie. Now that I've grown everything longer, the hair when it's not flattened down is pretty fucking poofy, and the beard makes me look very Amish.
This is getting kind of gray.
This is getting a lot of gray.
Right here.
So- I'm going to be looking all fresh by the end of next week.
I don't know what that has to do with OnlyFans.
I shave my balls. That's what I have to do with OnlyFans.
I was going to say, I'm going to jerk off anyway, so if you guys want to pay to watch it, just let us know.
Remember, if you want to sponsor Nerdities, give us money or anything, write to us at nerdities@gmail.com because we'll croon, we'll spoon, we'll talk about your business and or product.
Joe will fuck chocolate mousse on the OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Milk chocolate.
Chocolate mousse. That's right, you'll fuck a black Frenchman. The opinions of the Nerdy Crew are idiotic and polyglot, but don't worry, next week's will be far more insulting. Fuck bye from the last three.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.